For tonight's recipe, you'll need cream cheese, about a pound of cheese. I'm using Colby Monterey Jack, some mushrooms, pasta, chunk white tuna, sweet peas, creole seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, Montreal steak seasoning, heavy cream. Hey foodies, welcome to Foodie Friday. Tonight I'm doing something a little different. I'm a little pressed for time. I'm starting dinner late. And it's a good thing that this dish that I'm making is a quick and easy dish. So I'm going to explain to you what I'm doing as I'm doing it. I have a pot already with a little bit of water in it that I'm boiling because I want to cook these rotini pasta in here, and I'm making a stovetop tuna casserole. And what's different, because tuna casserole you usually bake in an oven, but my oven is broke, so I don't have an oven to bake it off into, so it's just going to be a stovetop tuna casserole. I'm going to put this in here since this water is already starting to get to a boiling point. And if you notice, I don't have a lot of water in here because I wanted it to start boiling fast, reach a boiling point quick. As you saw in the opening part of the video, I'm using minimal ingredients for this. So this truly is going to be a quick and easy meal. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, my name is Keisha, and this is my channel, Saving Greens Homestead, and I welcome you. I just needed to be able to put something on that's not going to take long. It's going to take maybe 30-45 minutes, maybe. Whatever the cook time is for the noodles, plus whatever cook time I'm going to have processing the mushrooms. But it's not going to take long, and that's good because, like I said, it's a late dinner. I have been busy running around doing stuff today, and so I am going to let these the pastas cook, and when they get somewhat done, I'll say al dente, but when they get somewhat done, then I am going to be back to show you what our next step is. Okay, so I'm turning this off, and I'm going to pour this in a strainer, and then I will be back to show you what I'm going to do next. So I've strained my pasta, and now in the same pot, I'm just going to add a little bit of oil and some butter. I always like to put the oil first and then add my butter in there because I don't want my butter to burn. And the oil helps it to not burn or brown up quickly. Okay, and then to this I'm going to add my mushrooms. Now I've already rinsed these. Always rinse your mushrooms. They sometimes when they, well not sometimes, they do come packed with dirt still on them. And unless you want a whole bunch of dirt in your food, you gotta wash your mushrooms. So I'm gonna let these cook these down just a little bit so that they're soft. Not puny. You know, don't cook them too much. Don't cook them down too much. Just enough that they're tender and that they're soft. I'll show you what that looks like when it gets to that point. So I'm just going to let this cook down, and I'll be back to show you what comes next. Okay, so I just let these cook down a little bit just so that they can get a little tender. And so to this, I am going to add my sweet peas. You guys, I don't use any like soup or anything. I know with some people they put those like cream of mushroom soup or whatever in their tuna casserole, and I don't do that. I like to make mine without that, and mine still turns out real creamy and real good. Just without all the additional salt and preservatives that comes in those cans of soup. I'd like to think that my version is a little bit healthier, so I don't know that for a fact, but I'm just saying. Anyways, you guys, so I'm just gonna stir this around a little bit. Those peas were frozen when I put them in, so it kind of slowed the, took the nice little sizzle that I had going down. Now to this, I'm gonna go ahead and add my pasta back in. Because like I said, the peas are frozen. They just need to be heated through, and so they're pretty much ready. And then to this, I am gonna add some cream cheese. I'm just gonna chunk it up and put it in here so it can start to melt down and mix in well. It just does that better in smaller chunks than trying to put the whole bar in at one time and trying to mix it around. So I love cream cheese. I don't let any of it ever go to waste. Okay, so I'm gonna mix this around so that this cream cheese will start to melt down in here. I'm gonna turn my flame down just a little bit. Not all the way completely to low, but just a little bit above low, so that I can add my seasonings and my tuna to this. Okay. And so I'm gonna start with my seasonings. First, I'm gonna add in my Montreal steak. I love this seasoning for everything. I don't just use it for steaks, obviously. I like this seasoning because it has cracked pepper and other herbs in it that just is just good to me. So very flavorful. And then I'm gonna use some onion powder. I'm gonna use some garlic powder. And now when you use that Montreal steak seasoning, you have to be careful because it has salt in it. But I'm gonna add some of this Creole seasoning to this. Okay, and I'm gonna get this mixed around so nothing sticks on the bottom. That's why I turn my flame down a little bit so that I can add the seasoning and stuff and not have to worry about it burning. You know, if you're doing this with no camera, so let's say without a camera, then you might not have to turn your burner down. You can just leave it on medium heat. For me, I have to turn it down some because I have to try and collect my thoughts and get everything, you know, that I need together and everything. And who wants to burn food on a video, right? So, okay, and now I'm gonna add in my tuna. I guess it really doesn't matter. I always use the chunk white tuna versus, you know, the darker one, but you use what you like, whatever tuna you like. So, funny story, you guys. My cat Tiger loves tuna, right? And every time I open up a can of tuna, he can tell the difference in the sound. And when he was inside a lot more, he would come running from wherever he was at and just start hollering. Now, if I let him in right now and he smells the tuna in the air, because he's outside right now, if I let him in, I wouldn't get this video finished because he would be so noisy, meowing so loud. And he doesn't usually meow. He's a really quiet cat until there's food, until there's two things, tuna and Slim Jims. When those two things are involved, then he's a noisy cat. Okay, so I'm adding in this heavy whipping cream. I don't want to use all of it. I want this to be creamy, but I don't want to be too creamy or soupy. So okay, I'm gonna turn my flame back up a little bit because, like I said, I put it on low so I can talk and add those things without burning it. So I'm gonna turn my flame back up to medium. You guys, you can use just straight cream if you want. It'll make it a lot thicker. I'm gonna add just a little bit of milk because I don't want to use the last of the cream. I need it for my coffee tomorrow morning. And Mr. Seven Greens would not be happy with me if I used all the cream, the heavy cream, because we love it in our coffee, and we don't drink regular milk in our coffee. We have to have that creaminess of the heavy cream. So I am going to let this cook for a little bit, and then I will be back to show you what comes next. Okay, so I am gonna check my seasoning. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I think I will add a little bit more of this Creole seasoning to it. And that's it. You guys see how creamy this is? You don't need them canned soups. This right here is good. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off. And I'm gonna go ahead and add my cheese to this. Make this really, really cheesy. And that looks so good. I'm just going to go ahead and add the rest of this in there. Hey, it's cheese. You know I love cheese. Well, this is it, you guys. And dinner is ready. So, you know what time it is. It is time to plate it up. So, I am going to get well, I'm not going to use a plate for this. I'm going to use a bowl for this. But I'm going to get my bowl. And I'm going to grab my son or my daughter, I don't know which one yet, to have them do a taste test and tell you what they think about it. So I will be back when everything is plated up and ready to be tasted. You guys, this looks so good. Now I know I usually am on here so you can see my facial expressions and stuff, but like I said, it's been a long day. I am not gonna be on camera today for this one, so you're gonna have to just imagine my facial expressions. I tried to get my kids to do it, they're like, no, they don't want to be on video. So I'm like, okay, let me taste this and tell you what I think. That's really good. I can taste the tuna, of course. And those peas are sweet. Oh, you guys, I cannot wait to have a whole bunch of fresh peas growing in my garden that I could use, because those are really super sweet. Those would really taste good in this. You guys, this is a winner. If you can see my face right now, you can tell that I'm loving this. This is a winner. It's really good. Well, I hope you try this quick and easy recipe. I know this video was a little different from how I usually do it, but I hope you still enjoyed it, and I hope that you give this recipe a try, because it is actually really good. And in my opinion, is a lot healthier than the traditional or usual way of making it. So if you do end up trying this and try making this recipe, tell me what you think in the comments about it. And you guys, I am going to add a little bit more to my bowl and I'm gonna go sit down and enjoy my dinner and feed my family. So thank you so much for watching. You guys, I have a playlist with all the other recipes that I've ever videotaped and shared under Foodie Friday. Go back and watch some of those videos and try some of those recipes too, and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, and as always, you guys, and until next time, God bless. Okay, you guys, so my hubby just got home from work, and since the kids didn't want to be on video tasting this, and you guys, I'm just all messed up. Hair's all messed up and everything. I didn't want to be on the video, so my hubby gonna take one for the team. He said he would go on video and try this tuna casserole, stovetop tuna casserole for you guys and tell you what he thinks.
Really good. It's got a lot of flavor.
That's it?
That's it.
I was expecting you to be like, it's the best thing ever. It's the greatest. It's the creamiest, the cheesiest, the breakout in the beatbox. You know, I thought. No, for real, you liked it, man?
No, I loved it. It was good.
Okay.
I need some more.
Well, thank you for saying those 3 words on camera for me.
But, you know, not many words when I come home from work.
You're not getting more tonight. That's for your dinner tomorrow night.
What kind of bullcrap?
Oh.